You might remember him as Badass.
Didn't anybody teach you to respect your elders?
What is it with you in liquor stores?
This is not a good mix.
You're gonna find the animals who killed my baby.
Let's go get those son of a bitches.
Are you kidding me? You're teaming up with a grumpy old man?
I'm not that grumpy. What the hell you got on? You look like a Guatemalan tourist.
I thought DMV took away your license by now.
They did.
Don't start nothing you can't finish. You know this booty can go 2 or 3 rounds, and if you're good, you can bring your friend.
We don't need no stinking batches.
You know 20-year-old got reflexes like that?
Party gift from the Expendables.
How you like us now, bitch?
In today's episode, we're going to talk about a film called Badass 2, Badasses, in 2014. A 1 hour and 31 minute action comedy released March 26, 2014. Storyline: Frank Vega teams up with grumpy old agoraphobic Bernie Pope to kick ass and clean up the streets of LA. Wow. Directed by Craig Moss. Written by Craig Moss. Here's the cast. Danny Trejo as Frank. Danny Glover as Bernie. Jeremy Ray Valdez as Manny. Federico Berti as Raymond. Leon Thomas III as Tucson. And Ignacio Cerricio as Adolfo. And the cast goes on. I've seen the very first Badass, and I loved it. So I finally was able to watch Badass 2. Danny Trejo and the man himself, Danny Glover. This came out in 2014, so they shot it in 2013. Well, during 2013, I was a celebrity guest at a paranormal fest in Bethlehem, PA, and lo and behold, Danny Glover was there. So I got to hang out with Danny Glover for 3 days. Talked about Lethal Weapon and so forth. And I got to know him pretty well. And to see him in this film at his age was absolute brilliance. Brilliance for both of them. We all know about Badass from the first one. But I wanted to see how Danny Glover comes to terms in this movie. Fucking funny. Fucking great. Great action. So basically the storyline is here, Danny Trejo had his own boxing center. And this kid that he basically, like, the boy's dad was killed. Or died. So he took him in as his own son, per se. Teaching him boxing. He was about to turn pro. But this young man had extracurricular activities dealing pills. Well, he kind of took some money from the drug dealer and he ended up buying Badass Frank a phone. Apparently that's where the money went. And he was shot and killed. Now, you know how Frank is. It was like his son. And he wasn't going to go back to his badass stages again. He tried to do it the proper way and let the police handle it. Well, not so much. Danny Glover, Bernie, had agoraphobic. He couldn't go outside of his store. He owned a grocery store. One night, this drug lord's gang tried to beat up Frank. And lo and behold, Danny Glover, Bernie, comes out and kicks their asses. Now that's where the movie really got interesting. So Frank was going to go after these people. And Bernie goes, You want some help? I'm going to die anyways. Let's do it. So they teamed up to try and get this guy arrested, get him off the street for killing this boy. And it led to one hell of an adventure. I fucking loved this film. Danny Trejo started off in action films, and then he got himself involved in a lot of horror. But to go back to an action comedy like this was fucking great. I love Badass. I love Badass 2. I'll be reviewing the third one soon. If you haven't seen this movie, Badass 2, Badasses, in 2014, you'll definitely fucking love this. I know it's, almost 10 years ago. But fuck it. I actually enjoyed this film wholeheartedly. So, basically, it just goes whole way to the very end to where this guy who's just drug lord guy is actually he's untouchable. But that didn't stop Frank or Bernie. It's a long story. Somebody was kidnapped. The boy that was killed, I say boy, he's not really a boy, but he's a 18, 19, 20-year-old. His mother and sister became really close with Frank. So they decided to kidnap them. Or kidnap her. The little girl hid in a little room that Frank put a door on. They couldn't find her, but they took the mother, and they were going to exchange the mother for this gangster's son. It's a zany comedy bit. I fucking love this movie. I'll say no more. There's more to this movie than what meets the eye. I'm not going to say everything. You get a chance, check it out. Badass 2, Badasses in 2014. This is Gruesome Herzog. I give this film an 8 out of 10. I absolutely fucking love this film. And I'm anxious to see the third one. That being said, this is Gruesome Herzog. And I'm out of here.